I've been grilling again. What did I grill? Stay tuned. Welcome to this week's episode. Yes, grilling again. And this is really another one of our series of grilling this summer. And this time I've gone down to South America and we're going to look at two wines from Chile. Cabernet Sauvignon, great, it was delicious. And a very different one that you've probably never heard of, much less tasted. And in fact, I had never tasted it before. So we're also going to try a Chilean Carmenere, very famous in Bordeaux, France. And guess what? Made its way down into Chile. So let's take a look at both wines. Again, the Cab and the Carmenere. And just like I did with the Argentine Malbecs, and I'll put a link to that episode down below in the description box so you can see that one if you haven't seen that. But I wanted to not only show you two new wines, expose you to two new wines from Chile, but I wanted to make sure you could find them. So both of these wines are under $15, and I found them at my local grocery stores, and they're also on wine.com and Total Wine & More. So you should be just fine in trying to find them yourself. So let's take a look at first the Cab, and then we'll take a look at the Carmenere, and I'll tell you what I grilled them with. And if you stay tuned to the end, and you end up really liking that Carmenere, there's going to be one in there that's quite expensive and very world famous. So I'll tell you about that one too. So our first wine is from Montes Alpha, and it's part of their affordable line, I guess. It's right around $15. They make some more expensive Cabernet Sauvignons, and this one is, like I said, right around $15. But one great thing about the wines from South America that we saw when we looked at the Malbecs from Argentina, and then we're noticing them when we look at Chile, affordable, high-quality wines that are easy to find. So I think this is a great, two great wines to add to your repertoire and to try. So again, Montes Alpha, this is the 2017 Cabernet Sauvignon. And this wine, you're going to notice it really as soon as you open it, lots of smells of aromas of blackberry and black cherry, a little bit of cedar and some little cocoa in there. It was just beautiful just smelling it. And of course, this a nice deep hue. And as soon as I tasted it, I thought, wow, what a nice Cabernet. This is going to go so well with my grilling. And so I decided I would have both of these wines. I wanted to try the Carmenere and the Cabernet Sauvignon. And I thought, well, let's have it with some grilled lamb chops and some grilled kebabs, beef kebabs that I use in some of my Turkish seasoning that I put in there, and they came out really nice. Grilled food and the Chilean Cab, wow, it was really nice. So this wine again is about 80 some odd percent Cabernet Sauvignon, and it's a very famous grape down in Chile. They do a great job with it. So if you want to explore more, you like this one, great, at $15, what a great value. And they have some other ones, and they say 35 and even 45 and even higher range. Montes Alva makes really world-class wines. And at the end, I'm going to let you know of one of the wines they make that is also world famous for the Carmenere. So let's take a look now at the Carmenere. Wow, what is that grape and where did it come from? I was so excited to try this wine and share with you. It is the Carmenere grape, and the one that we're having is from Concho y Toro, very famous winery and producer. I think they had their start back in 1831, and so they've been around for quite a while in Chile. The Carmenere grape, and it would not surprise me if you haven't heard of it. I barely had heard of it myself a while back, but I had never really tasted one by itself, so the varietal Carmenere. And I thought, well, I gotta try this. And it's funny, the grape actually got its start back in Bordeaux, France. It was part of the original Bordeaux blend, and it did very well. The problem was phylloxera really hit that area so hard, as you remember from some of our other shows. And the grapes pretty much died out, and they were thought to not be around much anymore. Well, it turns out that these grapes did make their way down to Chile, and they had been there and they were not impacted by phylloxera. So they grew and they were healthy and they were fine. But the people in that area who were growing them thought they were actually the Merlot grape. So no one knew that it was actually a total different variety. And so that went on for a long time, and it really wasn't until the 80s that they did some tests and realized, like, that's not Merlot. This is actually Carmenere that traces its roots back to Bordeaux, France. So it's pretty exciting that they can try it, and now it's on its own, and it's doing quite well. Another interesting thing about this Carmenere grape is its parent is Cab Franc, and Cabernet Franc, as you know, is also from Bordeaux, France, as one of the 5 main Bordeaux varieties. So imagine that, a grape that people thought had gone extinct, and there it was in Chile the whole time, and doing really quite well. Let's talk about the wine. So this wine from Concho y Toro, again, the wineries have been around since the late 1800s. And you'll be poured into the glass, and just notice that it has, again, some black fruit, maybe some dark red raspberry, maybe some dark cherry in there. And in the body, in both the wines, both the Cabernet and in the Carmenere, it's medium bodied. And guess what? Neither one is too tannic. So if you're someone and you're still getting used to red wines, or someone you know is getting used to red wines, this is sort of a nice bridge to sort of get them there. It's one of those red wines that's not too austere, it's not too tannic, not too dry. So it's a very nice one. And again, what incredible values to have with your next grilled dinner. $15, both bottles. So what a fantastic deal. It's hard to find Cabernet Sauvignons, as you know, from California in the $15 range, especially if they're from Napa, right? So it's so 2 great values, medium body, nice acidity. They went so well with the grilled lamb chops and the grilled beef kebabs. Remember I told you I did them in that Turkish style, because I used a Turkish seasoning with lots of grated onions, and oh gosh, it made some really nice kebabs. If you're interested in the recipe or what I did, by all means, send me an email, let me know, and I will share with you my grilling technique. So it was a nice way to sort of round out our grilling season this summer, looking at 2 wines from South America, a Cabernet Sauvignon and a Carmenere from Chile. Well, I promise you if you stayed till the end, I would tell you about another very famous Carmenere. It's from the Montes Alpha producer, the same one as our Cabernet Sauvignon, and it's called Purple Angel. And I have not had it yet. I'm dying to try it. But this was my first Carmenere that I tried that was all by itself, and I thought, wow, I do like it. I'm just not sure if I'm ready to go to $75 yet, which is about what the Purple Angel is about, retails for $75. But it gets some great awards and scores. It's like, you know, either 98 points or 99 points or 97 points. So the critics love it. Again, it's from a producer that's very reliable, so I'm looking forward to trying it. I just haven't tried it yet. So if for some reason you try the Carmenere and you think this is fantastic and you like it and you want to do a little splurge, or it'll make a fantastic gift, of course, for someone. Again, someone who appreciates Napa cabs, someone who likes nice Bordeaux's, I think you could be very confident in getting them the Purple Angel. So I'm looking forward to trying it, and when I do, I'll let you know, and we'll do a whole episode on it. Well, there you had it, a Carmenere that people thought didn't exist anymore. And there it was in Chile the whole time. Maybe people thought it was Merlot, and that all changed. So now it's standing out on its own, and now we get to try it. So, thank you again for being such loyal subscribers. Have a good time grilling and trying these 2 wines from Chile, and let me know what you think. Thank you for sharing our channel with your friends and family and co-workers, maybe remotely. I sure appreciate it. And until next time, cheers everyone.